The ayes to the right, 286. The noes to the left, 344.
It was the day we were supposed to leave, so all the more humiliating for the Prime Minister to lose yet again. She'd split her deal with MPs voting only on the part that gets us out of the EU, but it wasn't enough. This defeat, she acknowledged, was serious.
The implications of the House's decision are grave. The legal default now is that the United Kingdom is due to leave the European Union on the 12th of April, in just 14 days' time. That is not enough time to agree, legislate for and ratify a deal, and yet the House has been clear it will not permit leaving without a deal. Mr. Speaker, I fear we are reaching the limits of this process in this House. This House...
The limits was that signalling a general election. Jeremy Corbyn said her time was up.
The House has been clear. This deal now has to change. There has to be an alternative found. And if the Prime Minister can't accept that, then she must go, not at an indeterminate date in the future, but now, so that we can decide the future of this country through a general election.
One cabinet minister insisted Mrs May should stay for the moment.
She is going to have to set the path forward. We cannot simply go in blindly to a situation which MPs voting against today have taken us into.
But she has no credibility left. She said that she wouldn't preside over a long delay to Brexit. It is now looking like a long delay.
Well, what she's going to have to do in the next few hours is work out the best way forward for the country. She's the kind of person who will always put the country first.
Should she go straight away?
Well, look, what the Prime Minister does is clearly a matter for her and the Conservative Party, and I'm not going to offer any opinion or advice on that matter. I think that, many colleagues switched their votes today who were deeply concerned about the withdrawal agreement, even as they voted for it, on the basis that she was going to leave and somebody else take over. I don't know what their reaction will be.
Among those who switched at the last minute, Jacob Rees-Mogg. He was reserving his judgment.
The Prime Minister has made her position clear, but the timing of it, I'm not quite sure about.
What do we want? Brexit! When do we want it? No!
For many Leave supporters in the crowds outside Parliament, the vote to scupper Mrs May's deal was seen as another breach of trust.
I think they've utterly and absolutely betrayed us. But if they think that we won't vote again because they have betrayed us, they're very much mistaken.
Very angry the way the government has treated the people. Democracy's dead.
Earlier, Mrs May had pleaded for Brexiter rebels to fall into line.
There are those who will say the House has rejected every option so far. You'll probably lose, so why bother? I bother because this is the last opportunity to guarantee Brexit.
It worked with some.
I will vote for the motion.
Yeah. The reality is today I am going to support the government in this.
But her offer to quit was a clear deterrent to many Labour MPs.
She may have sacrificed her career to put the country first, but there are plenty of people who aim to follow her who've always put themselves first above the country.
Some argue a public vote on any deal is the way forward.
I think voters will react with absolute despair to what they have seen over recent weeks, and looking at a Prime Minister who's been so rigidly inflexible with her red lines. She absolutely could have got this deal through today if she'd agreed to link it to seeking people's consent.
Next week, MPs will try again to reach a consensus on what kind of Brexit they want. But for now, Parliament is deadlocked and the country still divided. Libby Vina, ITV News, Westminster.